All right, so telemarketing. All right, first things first, you guys know the notices. Hey, wow, you guys got packed all of a sudden. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? All right, telemarketing, first and foremost, warning, you must comply with the TCPA and any other federal, state, or local laws, including the B2B calls and texts. Never call our text number on any do not call list. Do we know this?
Yeah.
Good, all right. All right, you guys got all that. All right, cool. Notice continued. All right. For housing, you guys got all this. Perfect. Okay, so today we're going over the real estate expert part 2, embracing your job or your fun. This isn't going to work. This is going to fun, right? We enjoy what we do. So here we go. All right, today's agenda. Okay, we're going to go apply the 6 core competencies of a business, recognize your role as a fiduciary for your clients, review the success systems, recaps and ahas, and then your daily success systems. Now, what I must tell you guys for the very last one, the daily success systems, this is a working class. The goal is to have everything that is on the daily success system completed before the next session and not just take this in as a course and then, okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply this later on. Now, you want to apply this as you go along course by course. Retain and implement. As long as you do that, there's no reason for you guys to fail. All right, so let's get started. All right, on to the next. So first and foremost, right, what part of being a real estate agent excites you guys the most when it comes to applying your core business, going to tonight? What do you guys think is the most important thing to you? What excites you? What gets you up and says, you know what, I'm going to be a realtor today. I'm doing real estate. I love this. I want to do this. This is fun for me. Who wants to volunteer their answer? No one finds this fun and exciting. Good. All right.
First-time buyers, helping people get their first home.
Helping people get their first home. What else?
Getting the trust of someone and actually leading them through the steps.
Okay, and if you don't have an answer because you guys are new to real estate, that's okay, right? What got you excited for real estate to begin with? What made you go through the process of getting your license?
Commission?
That's an honest answer.
Yeah.
Commission. What else?
I like the lifestyle that it creates. I like meeting new people. I like houses.
Okay. What about flexibility, being your own boss? You guys want that option?
Yeah.
You guys want to be entrepreneurs? You guys want to be business owners? Right? You guys want to build businesses
Yeah.
worth having?
That's
Right.
the part I struggle with most.
Yeah.
Which, what?
Being my own boss.
Why?
Because I'm not very hard on myself.
Okay. Well, that's a good answer. It's an honest answer, right? So this is why we have coaches, accountability, because you want someone to help push you to be, get you outside of that comfort level, outside of the box, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So having a career in real estate can be extremely rewarding, as we all know. Being an agent gives you the opportunity to support someone in making one of the most important decisions of their life, build relationships with others, and live a big life. Behind the big results of a successful real estate career are daily activities and habits, right? The steps are small, but they all lead back to a big life for you, okay? So let's talk about the day-to-day activities of all successful real estate agents, otherwise known as the 6 core competencies of a business, which comes from Gary Keller and the team book Shift. Have you guys all heard of the book, The Shift?
Mhm.
If you haven't, it's on the wall right there on the top left. So grab it. So my people on Zoom who can't see that far back. Now we have 2 versions of this, Shift and Shift Commercial. This is the commercial one, but you get the idea, the gist. So the Keller Williams Shift book is what this is going to apply. And if you don't already have it, you can let me know after the class and I'll see if I can get you one if we have extras. Okay. So the 6 core competencies of a business are the priorities you must focus on as you run and grow your business. Incorporating the 6 core competencies in your business activities can lead to your success as an agent and business owner when implemented at a high level. Okay, so let's go to the next slide here. Now, the 6 core competencies of a business. All right, welcome to your new job, your sales career, and your entrepreneurship. You are an independent business person, and it's important to understand the components of this job, of this career. Essentially, you are it. Without you, your business does not exist, right? So there's an appropriate saying, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Right? Have you guys heard that one before?
Yeah.
Okay. So in your participation guide, you will see the 6 core competencies of a business listed, which comes from the shift. Now, what I want you guys to do is quickly read through the 6 competencies right with me. So the first one is what? Correct. Lead generate, capture, and convert to appointments. Now, guys, I have been doing this for 10 years, and I have built my career on one specific thing of these 4 competencies, and it is lead generation. Lead generation is the key to your business. Without lead generation, how are you filling your database? How are you adding to the amount of people you're reaching out to be future clients of yours, right? How are you doing that if you're not lead generating, right? So you lead generate, you capture what? Their information, right? What kind of information?
Email, phone number, mailing address.
Perfect. Email, phone number, mailing address, and then convert those to what? Appointments. Now, the next is to present to buyers and sellers and get the agreement. Without a signed documentation from either a seller or a buyer, are you exclusive to help them buy or sell real estate? No, you're not, right?
Or not.
3, Right. Show buyers and market sellers. Show buyers what? Homes, obviously. Now, how do you do that? Needs analysis, right? If some of you were on my call this morning, you know needs analysis is going to be the key when working with both the buyers and the sellers. And then you want to market the sellers. Why? Because the house typically will sell itself, but how you present it, how you market it, and how you put it out there will help sell the home. 4, write and negotiate contracts, right? That's a very important job. 5, coordinate the sale to closing. And then 6, manage the money. So we reviewed the overall path of Ignite, and you can see what we will cover all of, geez, I'm having a stroke. Okay. And you can see that we will cover all of these competencies. We will build on each one as we go, and running a successful business involves engagement in all 6 of these activities. Okay. Now, lead generate. Let's talk about this one. All right. Let me go back. There we go. All right. So hang on a minute. Okay. So we're just going to skip to 3. Apparently it's, again, bear with the technical difficulties, you guys. I don't know why it does not like, you know what? We're just going to. Yeah, it's just delayed. There we go. All right, so let's go back. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go here. Can we still see my screen? Yeah. Good. Okay, here we go. Now, the first competency is your first priority. After all, if you have no leads, you have no business. You must have leads to sustain a thriving business, which is what you basically signed up for, right? So let's break it down. You will learn, and it will be repeated over and over, that your #1 job is lead generation. It's the daily practice of talking to people about buying and selling real estate. Capturing is about obtaining accurate contact information, that is name, phone number, email, and home address. Very good, 1,000 points. By the way, when you're in one of my classes, I give points. It's like, whose line is it anyways? They're all made up and it doesn't matter, but hey, at least it makes you feel good, right? So 1,000 points.
Okay.
All right. So basically any other information aside from that they're willing to divulge, the more the better. Okay. So capture also means adding new people to your database so you can converse with them and provide value, because everybody that you put in your database, are they ready to buy or sell right now? No, but will they? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, what do they have that you also have? A sphere. Do you know their sphere? Not yet, but if they're not ready to buy,
Not yet.
right, but if they're not ready to buy or sell right now, guess what? Maybe they know someone who is, exactly. Another important component of lead generation and capture is that you ask for permission to stay in contact with each person. You'll learn more about the importance of this step as we explore lead generation later in Ignite. Now, the cool thing is, if you get their permission until they tell you to go pound sand or kick rocks, right? You have been given permission to contact them in an appropriate manner. Now, don't call them every hour of every day and be a stalker. That's terrible. You don't do that, right? But You want to do it when it's appropriate, you know, weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever you guys decide is an appropriate time. What's it? I like to always ask, when is a great time for me to follow up? Right? Let them answer that so that you're not constantly bugging them. Right? Because you also don't want to come off as like, you know, those car salesmen that are notorious of, you know, hey, you ready to buy today? It's like, no, man, we're just window shopping, relax. Finally, convert to the appointment. Capturing leads is wonderful and it's great. However, the ultimate goal is to find active buyers and sellers and set, an appointment to meet and agree to work together in the buying or selling of real estate. Agreeing to work together. That's a key component. Remember, we are learning and building on each new skill as we advance through the entire course of Ignite. This is why it's important to attend every session and to complete the course, which I know all of you will. Okay. So, any questions about the first competency? Okay, it's pretty straightforward. All right, I got a smart group today. All right. Okay. Let's go on to the next. There we go. All right, the second core competency is to present to buyers and sellers and get agreements. This core competency is about your skill during the appointment with the buyer or seller. Okay, presenting to buyers means going through the buyer consultation document, which outlines the entire buying process and all the steps you take to assist the buyer in the process. You will also address any questions or concerns the buyer may have at that time. Presenting to the seller, very similar, right? You go through the entire listing presentation document with them, which outlines the entire selling process, including the marketing you will provide, along with all the steps you take to assist them in the sale of their house. Now, it's a good way to do this, especially if we're new, or if we're just trying to, you know, brush off, you know, some of our, you know, we forgot, we want to learn this again. Best thing you can do, guys, is know the contract inside and out, up and down, back and forth, you know, love it, sleep with it, learn it, go to work with it, drive with it, listen to it, learn the contract. I'll tell you right now, if you know that contract inside and out, you're ahead of 99% of the agents out there. You just simply are, right? If I ask you, hey, just some random questions of what's on the RPA, right? And you know, oh yeah, that's page 3, section 2A, whatever, or 2B, right? That's good. When it comes to marketing, we have listing presentation, right? There's tons on command. There's some on the kwsouthbayhub.com that you can look at, right? On ways and ideas on how to market said listing. If you're helping buyers, right? What do you do with buyers? You basically go through their needs analysis, what they're looking for, because you do not, under any circumstances, want to show them more than 2 or 3 homes, because that way you're not doing your job. They could do that on Zillow or Trulia or Redfin or Realtor.com. They're actively looking at homes. But if they're hiring you, it's your job to know exactly what it is they're looking for and to find homes that maybe they can't find on their own, right? So remember, we are learning and building on each new skill as we advance. So this is why it's important to, you know, understand each and every single one. Now, the next one is show buyers and sellers. So what this means is you're showing buyers homes. You're marketing listings for sellers. So what does this mean to you aside from the simplicity of what I just said? When it comes down to helping a buyer, what's important? Why are they looking? Are they first-time home buyers? Are they downgrading? Are they upgrading? Are they looking to relocate? Are they moving because of a job? Why are they in need of a new home? Is it an investment property? Is it a second home? Is it a vacation home? There's so many different factors, right? When it comes to selling the home, why are we selling, right? Same reason. Are they looking to downgrade, right? Because guess what? Your sellers will also be, that's right. Well, not all the time, but here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you didn't, now you do. With Keller Williams being the largest real estate franchise company in the world, yes, that's a little bit we get to put you on Command. Command has a referral portion on the left-hand side. If your clients are moving out of state, you don't just want to sell their house and say, all right, good luck in Minnesota. Take care. Thanks for letting me list your home. No, right? You want to refer them. They're entrusting you to sell their house. Why can't they entrust you to help them find a new home if it's local, or refer them to someone you trust? Well, Chris, I don't know anyone out of state. How can I do that? Well, Through the Keller Williams Command System on referrals, depending on where your clients are going to be moving to, there are multiple market centers around the country that you can find and pinpoint the closest one to where they're going. From there, you can interview multiple agents, build a relationship with them, and then refer them that way. And then you can take the lead, who's probably going to already be on command, refer it to that lead. And we're going off tangent here, but this is good to know, right? Refer that lead. So that way you can still make a referral commission, right? So definitely want to do that. Now, showing buyers is all about understanding the needs of the buyer and selecting the house for them to experience with you. Remember, how many houses do you want to show them max?
2 to 3.
Good. All right. Marketing sellers translate to marketing their house in the best possible light via the most channels to ensure that as many potential buyers as possible can see it and are interested in it, right? Now, we'll cover this in more detail in just a bit, but marketing the house typically does what? Sells itself, but it's your job to allow it to do that by marketing it so that it gets exposure. Putting on the MLS is great. Yeah, that's not a problem. It's going to be out there, but to push it, to market it, to pitch it at, like open house, team meetings, right? That's another great way. The next one is write and negotiate contracts, right? So this is a big responsibility and one that many new agents are concerned about and anxious about completing their first transaction accurately. Is that correct?
Mhm.
You guys are nervous?
Mhm.
Why?
Well, you have somebody here that can help you.
True, right?
For the first 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But think about it this way, guys. Look at real estate as this. If you guys are anxious and nervous and you haven't sold a home before, remember what it was like getting your driver's license. Were you nervous at first? Remember the first time you were by yourself getting on the freeway, were you nervous? Now you guys are getting on it, drinking cappuccinos, eating donuts, driving with, one leg in the air, whatever, right? It's now become, something you're used to. As you grow in real estate, it's gonna be the same thing, okay? You're gonna be able to just take the lead and be like, no problem, I got this. It's nothing I haven't seen before. So just know that as long as you stay focused and stay confident, you'll be fine. Negotiating is another competency that requires practice, calm, and a win-win mindset. Why is that important? Right? You want to come from integrity. Do not make it a win for you and a loss for your clients. You will have a very bad reputation very quickly. All right? Because somehow people will find out very quickly. Trust me. Do not lie. Remember, a win-win is one of the KW belief systems. Win-win or no deal. Okay? Next one. Coordinate the sale to closing, right? The fifth competency is about getting the deal all the way to the closing where the buyer gets the new keys to their home or the seller releases the home to the buyers. And guess what happens? That's correct. You get paid. So my man who said he's doing it for money, well, come from Karen Cantor first. But hey, that's that portion where you get money. So keep in mind that not all deals make it to close for a variety of reasons, and it takes skill. And this is why it's one of your core competencies. Is it okay if something falls out of escrow? Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It happens, right? All the big, best, top producing agents doing this for 20, 30 years have all had an escrow fallout or something happened. Is it the end of the world? No. Should it make you all sad and depressed? No. It should be a learning experience, right? Learn from it, and you'll be fine. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, there we go. Managing the money. Now, this is the sixth and final competency. It's about managing your money. You already learned from day one that the paycheck you get upon closing is not to be put in your pocket and spent. You guys learned that already, right? Good. There will be expenses to pay and the ever-present taxes that must be saved for and paid every quarter. Don't you love Uncle Sam? You got to pay taxes. So there's a great KWU course for you to take called Profitability Agent Financials. Most likely will be offered at the regional level soon. So look for that one. Now, let's go to mindset. Mindset matters. There's another essential component to this job. This is the bonus. It's mindsets. Your mindset each and every single day. We talked about the mindset on day one with Fred, and you've got the KW belief system along with the 6 personal perspectives to keep you strong, right?
Yes.
My man. All right. Who can remember any of the 6 personal perspectives?
From E to P.
From E to P. What else?
Self-mastery.
Self-mastery. What else?
Remove your limiting
Remove your limiting beliefs. We'll stop there. That's a good one. Remove, because that's all about mindset. I can't tell you how many businesses, when COVID hit, I saw no longer decide to continue their real estate career. And what do you think that was? Mindset.
Mindset.
Exactly. Those who conquered the 2008, 2009 recession, those who conquered COVID, and those currently conquering the NAR settlement. Those are conquering and still making a successful business out of what they do every single day comes from one simple thing. Mindset, you guys. I know it sounds cliche, but really it's all about your mindset, right? Look at all of you in this room right now, and those are you at home or wherever you're at. You guys got up, got dressed, drove all the way here to attend this class. That's a mindset thing, right? You're already halfway there. You're here, right? So it's important to keep your mindset programmed to success and continue to believe in yourself. Because guys, guess what? You know who else believes in you? People in your sphere. How many people do you know that you've helped, whether write a review for, a Yelp, right? Or referred somebody to? Have you guys all done that? So put yourself in that mindset, because I know people get lost in the fact that, oh, why would anyone want to help me build my business? I'm new. Oh, what? It's all mindset. Your mind sometimes wants you to fail. But you got to overcome it. Because if you remember that you've helped other businesses grow and you want to help other people, why wouldn't someone want to do that for you? Right? Have people ask you, hey, can you write me a review? And you did? Was it scary for them to ask? Probably to them. But it didn't come across that way and you're willing to do it because you're a nice person. Believe it or not, there are other people just like you that are willing to do the same for you. So keep the mindset that people want to help you grow your business, right? So maintain a mindset focused on being of service, right? Because this is a service industry, right? If I say, hey, Alicia, I'm looking for a home, can you help me? You can? You want to?
Yes,
Why?
because I can.
Because you can and you care, right?
Period.
Okay, good. Adopting a mindset and a philosophy, and see, I believe that. Whether she's BSing me or not, I believe she actually wants to help me. So, see that? It's that simple. It really is. I'm no different than the clients you're gonna meet with, except, I'm a high D too, which is good because, it's gonna be a fun class, you'll see why. Anyway, adopting a mindset and a philosophy of contributing to the lives of other people allows you to be direct and to the point in your interactions with others. And to me, what does that mean? You're setting a standard with your people, right? An expectation. So with the focus on contribution and being of service, you'll communicate more effectively with customers and win their hearts and minds. Now, hang on a second. Chris, why don't you do the class? Love you. Shh. Yes. Guys, Chris Rivera, our lender. Got a clap. You're laughing, disruptive, and you got a clap. That's rare. Only you get to be disruptive and have a clap. All right. Anyways, so energy, enthusiasm, and a deeply rooted belief in doing the best job possible for each and every customer attracts people to you. Okay, let me stop here, guys. Energy, enthusiasm, right? Feel that, right?
Hey guys, welcome to Ignite. So today we're going to talk about mindset. Stay positive.
See what I mean? Right? Or here's the one, when you're lead generating. Hey Alicia, this is Chris Baker with Keller Williams. How are you today? Click. Right? Think about it. Energy and enthusiasm, right? Think about it. Hey Chris, right? Hey, what's up? When I do lead generation, right? Like for instance, Alicia. Hey Alicia, Chris Baker, Keller Williams. How you doing? Right? It's like, oh, hey, I'm good. Like, do we know each other? Hey, and I like my favorite. It's so cheesy. No, first time caller, long time fan, right? It drops the ball, makes them feel more comfortable talking because it shows you have character, sense of humor, right? You have passion, you have energy, you like what you do, right? Come with energy. I love what I do, right? When it comes to like your mindset, especially when I do lead generation, like I hate this zone. For me, it's music, right? So I'll get everything ready and I'll just pump myself up, right? And guys, there's a fine line between cocky and confidence, okay? So confidence is
Yeah, I got it. You know what I mean? Cocky is, yeah, I'm the best. All right, well, what'd you do today? Nothing. But I don't need to, I'm the boss. That's cocky. Confidence, like, no, I got it. People wanna work with me. People like me, cool. All right, I'm gonna show them why I've earned that, right? Be humble while you're doing it, right? Because you can be confident and humble at the same time, right? Right? That's what you want, right? People like working with you. Affirmations help, right? Every single person in this room has someone that loves them and wants to help them grow their business, right? So with that being said, remember that, get in the zone and don't be afraid of the foolish doing it. It's okay. Be you, be motivated, whatever it takes to get in that mindset, right? Feel that. So take every opportunity also to educate the people in your personal, professional, and social life about what you do and how you can help them. Oh, shoot, Alicia, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. What are you doing these days? That's terrible. Hey, Alicia, didn't you say you were in real estate? Great. I remember you told me like 6 months ago you're getting a license. You got a license, right? Awesome. Hey, I think I have some questions about real estate. Can you help me with that? Right? One of the things is, guys, when you have passion for what you do, and when you remind people that you're in this industry to help them buy, sell, rent, invest, whatever, commercial, doesn't matter, residential, doesn't matter, land, doesn't matter, right? Guess what? You will then put yourself in a position to qualify to be in their top of mind. What's top of mind?
They think of you.
They think of you. Yes, I'll give you an example, right? Name 3 car brands.
Mercedes.
Stop. I said name 3. I stopped them on 1. Why'd you say Mercedes first?
Those are one.
Top of mind. Mercedes is top of mind right there, right? Do you know what the statistic is for how many realtors most clients know?
2.
Correct. You want to be 1 or 2?
One.
Okay. And how you can do that? Hey guys. Yeah, well, that was boring, right? Okay. Now. Okay, you get it. Cool.
Got it.
All right. There we go. Now, to achieve your highest potential, these 6 core competencies must be done consistently and done well on the daily, right? So let's go to the next. All right, any ahas from what we just discussed before we move on to the next? Is there anything I said, mentioned, or read that you guys took from what we just said? Yes.
I think, I guess it's not an aha or, well, it is. Like, how much of this business and how much of life is all in our head, in our mindset. And you just did like a perfect example there, just like bringing the enthusiasm versus not bringing the enthusiasm.
Correct.
And it was all just attitude.
Yeah, and one of the things that we want to talk about too is embracing your job, right? We all love what we do. We're all in this industry for a reason, right? So when you come with the confidence, the excitement, the passion, people hear that, even over the phones, right? I built my career the first 3 years, right? Let's just use that as an example of talking to people I've never met over the phone. Never met. And some people are like, wow, I really like your energy and passion. Well, yeah, I mean, no one else in this industry typically has it, so if they don't, I will. And what does that do? That makes me stand out, right? I had one lady I talked to in 2022. I'm chilling. I don't need this. No problem. No, I respect that. She's like, I love your passion, I love your energy, and you know I'm gonna save your money. Okay. Well, whenever ready. When's a good time to follow? You know what? I'll follow. When the time's right. Okay, I'll respect that. You know when I called her? I didn't.
Yeah.
Year and a half later, guess what happens? I'm walking in the store later. But I get a call. I was like, it's that cat is calling the wrong number. Right? So I answered, hey, Chris. So we spoke about a year and a half ago. And I told you not to call me, I'll call you when I'm ready. And you haven't once called me because I told you not to. And because you respected that, I'm ready to have a conversation with you. So sometimes, remember, you're setting the standard with them. So an aha from earlier for me is setting the tone, right? It's okay to ask them, when's a good time to follow up?
And respect it.
And respect it, exactly. Any other ahas?
I like to just want to add one
Yeah.
thing too. Is as far as like bringing in the enthusiasm a lot with our like our buyers, especially, is they go through phases where they're very excited and then you don't hear from them. And then they're very excited and a lot of times we'll take that, we have to bring the excitement to the relationship and stay 100% pumped about finding them a home.
Correct. Exactly. How about my people on Zoom? Anyone want to have an aha, or do you guys just not like me today? I'm kidding.
Energy is contagious.
Energy is contagious.
Yes.
Energy is contagious. They're still silent. I see you guys. Energy is contagious. What else? Give me one more. Anyone?
You first gotta believe in yourself in order for others to believe in you.
Okay, you gotta believe in yourself rather than believe you. Perfect. All right, I'll take it. All right, I won't embarrass my Zoom people now. My Zoomies. I'm calling, they're my Zoomies. I'm calling them my Zoomies. Okay. With love. Okay. So now that we have introduced the 6 core competencies, you know the essentials of what your job as a real estate agent entails. I hope, right? Okay, there are 2 ways that you can serve your clients, as a functionary or as a fiduciary. Okay, now let's talk about it. Functionary versus fiduciary. So we learned earlier about how it's important to maintain a mindset focused on being of service, right? Which most of you know who have met me. I have said what to you. Now, I'm technically Keller Williams. I am what's called leadership. I'm the leadership group. I'm the staff member, right? But what do I say to you guys? I work for you. I am your employee, right? Because what you guys are doing for your clients on the field, I like to do for you, right? So if you guys are subservient, you guys are going into service, and hey, you work for your clients, you work with your clients. Well, I like to offer that same to you guys. I work for you, I work with you, right? So you guys hear me say it all the time. You heard me say it, right? Okay. It's the same thing. You have to come from being of service. Now let's imagine doing business with a company. For example, a car repair company that doesn't really care about your needs. They just focus on getting the job done and getting paid. They don't build a relationship with you or stay in touch during the job or even after, right? Now let's imagine doing business with a different car repair company. This one listens to you, anticipates your needs, helps you make decisions, educates you on the entire process, acts like a partner in the process, keeps you updated on the status of the work, and even follows up with you even after the job. As a client, which one do you prefer?
Second one.
A or B?
B.
B. Why? Thank you.
Because it's.
Just making sure you're all still there. That's good.
It's more of a partnership.
Right. So if you expect that, why don't you do that for your client? I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, remember, sometimes we get lost of being realtors. We forget that we're also human, right? So take off the realtor hat, right? And think about, what would I like? How would a realtor get me to have an appointment with them? If someone were to door knock my house and I'm in a real estate, what would they need to say or do for me to even engage with them or want to engage? Guys, we're in a society now where if you call, you're typing in your number. I'm not gonna answer it until I know who it is. Someone knocks on the door. What is that?
Yeah.
Why are they knocking on my door? Right? It's not like the 50s and 60s. Hey, someone's knocking at our door. Get ready. Here, let's bring out some cookies and whatever, right? It's different. It's a different world. So what would you need to do? Think about it. If I knocked on your door right now, knock, knock, what do I have to say or do for you to say, you know, Chris, I'll talk to you about real estate. Sure, I'm interested. What do I have to say? Now, this is rhetorical, obviously, but think about it. When you have that answer, try it out, see if it works. Because guess what? There's gonna be people out there that think just like you, right? Believe it or not, a lot of people will think. There's like, what, 30 million people in California, right? Someone's gonna like you and want to work with you. So there's business for everyone. Okay, now. What's the difference between the 2 examples of the car repair? The first one that you guys did not like. That is a company acting as a functionary. They're just functioning. You're in and out. Cool. The second company is acting as a fiduciary. Now, you can use the same thing for fast food too. Drive-through. Is that functionary or fiduciary?
Functionary.
Functionary, okay. What about a fancy restaurant, Ruth Chris, Mastro's,
Fiduciary.
right? Okay. Motel 6. Ritz, you get it?
Yeah.
Last one. Spirit Airlines. I'm kidding, you guys get what I'm saying. All right.
Functionary.
Yeah. All right. In the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, you guys know what that one is? It's the right one in the back. Okay. Gary Keller explains a functionary is one who is in a specific task relationship with their clients. They do the job. Well, a fiduciary is one who not only does the task, they also are in high interest trust relationship with the clients and feel total responsibility for the outcome. Now, I'll give you an example. Right? It's like customer service versus customer experience. Customer service, you ask for. Customer experience, see. They give to you, right? I need a hotel, back to the Ritz thing, right? I need extra pillows. You guys do chocolates on the pillows? Hey, I need this. Hey, I need that. You're asking. That's an experience. No, that's customer service. An experience is, oh, hey, we've got extra pillows for you. We provided this. Oh, hey, we're gonna go ahead and would you like turn down service? Just want to make sure everything's good. That kind of thing, right? They're giving you an experience because they care. How was your stay? You know, that kind of thing. Versus, all right, thanks for coming. See you again. Right? Different. So this is especially important in real estate when people are making their most expensive purchase. Period. 90% of people out there, this is the most expensive purchase and probably the only expensive purchase they'll ever make. So it's up to you to guide them. You're more than realtors, you're therapists, you're building relationships, right? So why would a prospective buyer or seller prefer to work with an agent who represents themselves as a fiduciary versus a functionary? It's the same thing as asking you guys, why would you choose B over A? Right? Think about that. Because a fiduciary places their client's interest ahead of all others, even their own. And you like when people take care of you, right? So why not take care of people? It goes around. It's just what you do. So what does this mean? Win-win or no deal, right? If the transaction doesn't benefit the client, it's no deal. And if you're that kind of person that you're here to benefit yourself and not the client, then just rip your license out. Simply. Right? Because at the end of the day, guys, you want a reputation. Because if you have a good reputation and you come from care and candor, you don't have to be in a position where you build your database.
Word of mouth.
People will build it for you. You see what I mean? So, okay. So, being a fiduciary is a big deal. It's an honor. It's more important than ever in today's market to wear this badge of honor proudly. Helping your clients understand your fiduciary role is a big part of what you offer as an agent. It's also called your value proposition. It ties into that. Okay, your value proposition of what makes you you. Now, this is going to be a little competitive aspect coming from me, and it's not in the book, it's tangent, right? But it's rhetorical. Do not answer this question. You guys like each other. We're all in the room to help each other and grow, and you guys got each other's back, right? But think about it. Why should I choose you versus the person sitting next to you? What makes you different? What makes you unique? And I don't mean the person physically next to you in this room. I mean, that'd be really harsh. What I mean is there's thousands, millions of agents in California. Why should I choose you to list my home when I can choose somebody else? Think about it. Okay? Okay. Now, be the fiduciary. Okay. So let's see here. Divide attendees into 5 groups if possible. Sure. Okay. So did Fred have you guys go into groups? Did he break you out like that? Everyone's shaking their head like, oh God, please don't.
No.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 people. Okay, so groups of 3. All right, let's do this. Who wants me to do this? We're gonna do this. Group 1, group A. Group B.
Group C. Okay, all right, so here's what we're gonna do. And then for my people on Zoom, you guys are one group, so group D. Okay. Now. Doing what it says here, bear with me. Assign one of the first core competencies to each group. Okay, so basically, let's talk about this. I see, all right, so. You guys are gonna be D, you're A, so you three here, what I want you guys to do is do lead generate, capture, and convert the appointments. That's gonna be your competency, right? Group B, I'm gonna have you do present to buyers and sellers, get agreements, and then show buyers and market sellers. So you guys are gonna do 2 and 3. Group C is going to be write and negotiate contracts, and my Zoomies coordinate the sale to closing. Okay, so group 1, anticipate the needs of someone in your sphere who is considering selling their home by following up with them regularly about the current state of the market. That's your guys' focus. Okay. Group B, educate your client about home buying or selling process and advise your seller to consider multiple offers to have the most beneficial outcome. Group C, you're going to do use sound judgment and intuition when writing and negotiating a contract to garner the best results for your clients. And my Zoomies, partner with your client who is buying a home to hire a trustworthy home inspection. Oh, right, there you go. Okay, welcome. All right,
Wait, can you repeat that, what B is supposed to do?
yes. Well, hey. Hang on a second.
Advise our seller to accept.
So yes, advise your seller to consider multiple offers to have the most beneficial income. Does that make sense?
Advise our seller to consider multiple.
Advise your seller to consider multiple offers to have the most beneficial outcome. Okay.
Why wouldn't they?
Exactly. So here's the thing. So how are you going to advise your seller when it comes to getting an offers, which is going to be the best offer?
Okay.
Yes.
Incorporate offering buyers agent commission in that pitch.
For the seller,
Yeah,
you can.
I mean, when we want to start implementing that,
You can.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna get more offers that way.
It's up to you and the seller. Okay. So.
He's off my team, I don't want it any harder.
Oh, we're. You're
He's
good.
making it hard.
So let's see here. So it's not one of the.
Harder now.
Okay, so basically what you guys are doing is I want you guys to brainstorm ways that you can serve as a fiduciary for your assigned core competence. So what are you guys gonna be? How are you gonna be the fiduciary for competency? Number 1. Competency 2 and 3. Competency 4, and then Zoomies competency 5. So what I want you guys to do is brainstorm, and you guys can do it in the chat, right? Since you guys aren't physically together, what you guys are going to do for your, because Zoomies, you guys can do this on the chat. Coordinate the sale to closing. So partner with your client who is buying a home to hire a trustworthy home inspector. What are you going to do in that scenario to be a fiduciary rather than be a functionary? Okay, when you guys are done, amongst yourselves, help each other out. Remember, you guys are a group. You guys are a group. You guys are a group. Okay? What can you do to be a fiduciary for said category? Okay? Go. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Okay, so we're brainstorming how to help our seller. About the value.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they're like for the,
So everyone on Zoom, remember, you guys are working on coordinate the sale to closing. So in the chat amongst each other like a man did. What would you do as a fiduciary to partner with your client who is buying a home to hire a trustworthy home inspector? What would you do? It's okay. Ask other agents for referrals. That's a great job. Yes. Beautiful. So more like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So
that kind of goes with.
Okay.
Correct, so,
Education and education.
so for you guys, anticipate the needs of someone.
So,
Even, anticipate.
Another thing that somebody is,
Who is considering.
I create like a spreadsheet.
By following up with them.
I did all the offers and I create a spreadsheet.
So you have someone who's willing, who's ready to sell their home, what are you gonna do?
It's
You share
what they're
those
gonna net and.
to update them on the current
Because a lot of
market
times
and why they should sell that.
they get lost in the turn.
Why they change their.
Okay, when you guys are ready, let me know on Zoom. And everyone else on Zoom, do we all agree with Jessica? Are there any other ideas? Okay, Joe, go above and beyond. Zan, thank you. There we go. We're starting to come in beautiful. So I love you guys participating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll go over this and I'll read those out loud. Because we know what else is done. But if you guys got more, keep filling up the chat. And when you guys are done, raise your hand, okay?
I think we should just update them right now with the market, what's going on. You know, with the contracts, we're gonna all let them know what the interest rates, so just be knowledgeable. And then,
We're just trying to get him.
let them know that.
Well, what happens,
You know, like, not just thinking about ourselves, a commission.
So
And,
what would you do?
how you gonna be, what's the reason why they want to, what's their motive, you know, all these questions that are gonna have to make it things that we're really like hearing them out, so, you know, it's not all just. And then with that, I would think that's because my experience.
How are you gonna be?
When people feel hurt, like, say, we don't have to. So after that, and then I think the point where she has it, which is easier.
How to be hurt in their needs. Consider multiple offers to happen with that. Obviously, I'll give you guys an example. I mean, so they're kind of transition. The house sold. Contact with me after the first year. For $700,000 less. Why? They double up.
Give them a little bit of like, also like some background story, or not necessarily background story, but like what you represent meaning your brand. Like, I have a big team behind me, so, you know, Kevin Williams. So they feel more comfortable and they feel like I can work with him, because, you know, like what you represent.
Or something like
So
that.
with all that, you know, on top of their big reason.
Oh, yeah.
That should just make it easier for them.
I'm never.
Yeah, I was just, I like this box. It's good. It's like a good refresher.
Yeah.
It's like a. Yeah.
A seller's, we call it compensation, you know, like the steps of.
It's kind of, I want more bit. It's kind of all the same stuff.
That way, they're,
And like I said, school and.
That's a good one.
Sellers presentation, you do the action steps, the action steps are a little bit easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
Josh.
You are someone that
Jamie.
can give them so much value that.
Sorry, I'm working on these.
Okay, and time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's bring it back in.
Yeah, I got my hands.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is lead generate, capture, and convert to appointment. So group A, how would you do this as a fiduciary?
So kind of what I got out of it is like, you know, you're trying to set an appointment. with
And
them.
speak loudly for the people on Zoom.
You're trying to set an appointment with them, right?
Yep.
So, you know, in order to get them that, I would like ask them their motives, the reason why, you know, so like. Have them talk to me, give them the reason why they want to do it, and by them doing that, I feel like they will feel like they're being heard. And not just being like pushed to sell with us or to work with us. And then on top of that, we thought that it would be great to like show them like what we represent, like pretty much like the team that we work with, like Keller Williams.
Yep.
So then they will see that, like,
So basically having a successful needs analysis. And by asking the right questions in a manner where they see that you care.
right,
And that you're asking the right questions to really tap into the emotions to show that, hey, I want to help you. I'm passionate about being, your partner in this transaction. Is that right? Good job. Okay. Good job. All right. Very good. All right. Group B, got 2. So first of all, round of applause for already doing 2. No, all right. So present to buyers and sellers and getting the agreement. What would you guys do as a fiduciary for that?
What was it again?
So it's number 2. So present, if you didn't, that's okay, we can skip over if you guys did, but presenting to buyers and sellers and educate your clients about the home buying or selling process.
You want to walk them through the steps and tell them what to expect, some of the things that can happen.
Walking through the process and say that again?
Tell them what to expect. tell
What
them,
to expect.
you know,
Setting the expectations up front and guiding them through the process, right? Beautiful. These answers can be short and simple. I love that. Anything else?
That's good. I look.
Beautiful. Okay. Show buyers and market sellers. Advise your seller to consider multiple offers to have the most beneficial income. How would you as a fiduciary do that?
So one thing that we discussed was, like creating a spreadsheet with and interpreting the data for them and keeping the big picture view with what the seller's gonna net.
Perfect. So having a net sheet and showing the different offers on what they're going to net depending on which offer that comes in, and also showing a way that they can view all the different offers at the same time.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And guys, I interrupted them earlier because I wanted to tell you something. So there's an experience I had. It was back in 2017. I showed a client a home. It was listed for $4.5 million. We went to view the house. I set the appointment, and the showing agent showed up 30 minutes late, dressed unprofessionally, showing up in an Uber. So we don't care, let's just see the house. So we saw the house. After we viewed it, we went down, it was me, my client, his financial advisor / banker, decided, okay, what do we want to do? Client said, let's go ahead with it. Okay, great. So we wrote up an offer, right? The offer was this: 30-day close, all cash, at asking price. Solid offer. I contacted the listing office, the broker. No problem, go ahead and send it in, we'll review it, we'll let you know. Okay, good. Week or so goes by, okay, I'm gonna follow up. Right, a couple days. I do my due diligence to follow up. No one responds after the day that I submitted the application, right, the RPA and the offer. A month and a half goes by. After a month and a half, the house sold. For $700,000 less. Why? They double-ended it. So instead of giving a commission, which at that point was around $117,000 to me, they wanted to screw over their client so that they can pocket more money in the commission. Is that a functionary or a fiduciary? Is that integrity?
No.
No. So good job, guys. Okay, so Team C in the back. Write and negotiate contracts. Use sound judgment and intuition when writing and negotiating a contract to garner the best results for your client. How do you do that in a fiduciary manner?
Knowing contracts,
Knowing the contracts.
so that way, if anybody has questions, you have answers.
I like it. Very good. Now, for step 5, which was coordinate the sale, this is what I got on Zoom. All right, so hire the reputable home inspector. Ask other agents for referrals. Always give more than one referral to your clients. Go above and beyond to offer assistance to the seller. For example, if you already have someone responsible that you know, refer to them. Asking client about their preference and making a recommendation. Not only provide referrals, but give recommendations. If not, ask your peers for a reliable person, and if you find when being transparent with the seller that the person has been highly recommended to you by your peers. I love that, Joe. Phenomenal. Please review the referrals rating on from Yelp or a Better Business Bureau. If you can make a list of recommendations based on different approaches. Kristen here says, ensure the offer is accepted, all the paperwork is signed and submitted with the client. Discuss with the client the importance of a home inspection and its impact on the purchase. Schedule an inspection or or someone the client has inquired. Help interpret the process of inspection with the client through you actually attending the inspections with the inspectors. That's also good. Good job. Review the inspection report. Go over the issues with the client. Negotiate any cost of repairs with the client. Offer your services with people you know that are reputable through KW. Negotiate terms of contract, financials, agreements, closings, ask for referrals. I would have just wrote that. Anyways, great job, you guys. Phenomenal work. So how do you guys feel? You guys feel like you kind of like feel confident in the ability to go out there and be a fiduciary? Good. So let's go back to my screen here. Let's see. Why is it? There you go. Oh, no. Whoops. Let's share this one. There we go. All right. Next one. Managing the money. There we go. Okay. Due to the complexity of the 6 core competency, you will be responsible for explaining. Oh no, that's talking to me. What is? All right. Let's talk about how you can serve as a fiduciary for the 6 core competency of a business. Manage the money. Managing your money means being responsible about how you handle your finances. Would you trust someone with such a high dollar purchase if they can't manage their own finances? Probably not, right? In addition to giving your validity, managing your own money leads to financial security. Financial security provides you the freedom to be discerning about which real estate transactions you become involved in or not. Is it okay to turn down clients?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That's right. There may be times you choose to decline a deal because it doesn't allow you to remain in high integrity with yourself or your client. They might want you to do things out of integrity and breaking the fiduciary bond. Don't do that. So recall yesterday when we introduced the KW belief system, Y4C2Ts. It's your guidepost for knowing how to serve as a fiduciary for your clients. Cool? Cool. Any ahas? None. Just give me something. Y'all just stepped up and said things. So what's your aha? Maybe you heard someone else say. It's not to be an aha for me. What'd you hear? What's good?
The right thing is what.
I think it's just,
Hit me. Go ahead.
I think it's just knowing the difference between being a functionary and a fiduciary, realizing the different jobs that I've had in my past. I used to be a personal trainer at one point, and that was very much being a fiduciary in its capacity.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job. Anyone else?
Integrity is just doing the right thing. You
I'll
know
take
it's
it.
wrong.
That's my favorite. Integrity. Love it. Good job, you guys. Okay, now let's review the success systems. Okay. So in this section, you will be introduced to your daily success system, which is part of your daily Ignite course. The success system gets you in the habit of lead generating while in the company of your fellow Ignite participants, your facilitator, me and all the others, and other remarks who will help support you on this journey. All right. Nothing else about your business will have as big an impact on it as the number of leads you have. You've already learned your first competency is lead generation. Without leads, your business cannot sustain itself. You need leads, okay? So, although lead generation and lead follow-up are the most important priorities you have when running and growing a thriving business, sometimes they may feel uncomfortable to do. Oh, God, what if they reject me? What if they say no? What if they say, Chris, go pound rocks. Never come to this door again. Delete this number. So what? On to the next. For every no you get, you're one step closer to your next yes. Is that cheesy as hell? Yes. But is it true? So yes. Okay. This is fun. So feeling at ease when talking to people you know and you don't know, how you can help them with their real estate business is the skill that it takes to develop, right? So there's 2 ways to overcome this fear of talking to strangers. Number 1, you guys in this room like each other. You guys just partnered up because I forced you to, right? Was he a bad guy? Was she scary? Right? Did he bite? Right? They're color, right? This is a chance to get to know your fellow classmates, partner up with one another, right? Role play, right? And when you role play, who do you want to first role play with after you're done role playing? Who do you want to start talking to? Maybe talk to your sphere. Get comfortable being on the phone with someone, right? Hey, just want to run a stuff. Role play over the phone, right? The more that that you role play, the better you'll get. Here's what I mean. For lead generation, when I don't role play and I'm cold calling, I don't perfect my script. What I'm saying, or I don't get in the zone until maybe my 5th, 6th, or 7th call. When I role play, I'm good at like after 1 or 2 calls. 1 or 2. Sometimes I'll role play, and my first one's the best because I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm ready. Let's go ahead now. You know, and I'll just get on the phone, right? Because I have that passion and energy, and I have fun. I have fun with it. Have fun with it, right? You're talking to strangers. Oh, you know what? They're not interested. I'll probably next one. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, have fun. Make it a game. You know, compete with yourself, right? So, one of the best ways to feel more comfortable communicating with potential leads is by role playing and practicing those common conversations. That's it, not scripts, conversations with your clients, potential clients, and other agents in a real estate transaction. Now, a script. For those of you guys who need scripts, see me after class. I got you. But anyways, when it comes to scripts, the script is for you to identify the message. Hi, Marcus. This is Chris Baker with Keller Williams. How are you today? I am your local real estate expert, and I am calling today to talk about your home. What? Versus, hey, Josh, man, it's Chris Baker. Tell me how you doing, man. Yeah, cool. Hey, Kevin.
Sure.
Awesome. Hey, so I'm the local real estate expert here, and I don't think we've ever met. You live on 123 Street, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. You got a great house. That's the one that's painted purple, right? With the
No,
green roof.
that's next door.
You get my point, right? So it's once you identify the message, you can turn it into a conversation because you don't have to look at the script and be lead generating. Then you know, I got this. Someone wants to work with me today, and I'm gonna find them. Like finding a needle in a haystack, but you know what? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find several needles. Sense? Okay. Next. Accountable people achieve results others can only dream of. Oh my goodness. Right? In the first session, we introduced the 6 personal perspective. So let's talk about this. About being accountable, right? Accountability is a crucial part of achieving your goals. When you report to someone else on your progress to your goals, you gain more focus on motivation. And guess what? It's gonna make you feel very uncomfortable. It's like having homework. Shit, I gotta turn this homework in. Guess what? If you do the work, become stressful? Hell no. You can be proud of it. I turned this in. Read that. Proud of my work. Or if you're like, hey, sometimes that happens because life happens. We get it. You have a life outside of real estate. That's normal. That's good. But if you make a habit of that, then we have issues, right? You have issues. No, not your. You'll have issues in your business. That sounds totally terrible. Recorded. Yeah, great. They're just gonna take that snippet. This is what Chris said. All right, you get my point. So one of the best ways to feel more comfortable. Wait, hold on. There we go. So think about accountability as a process. It's difficult to maintain drive over the long term, but when you must defend your activities to an objective observer, it becomes easier to stay focused, right? It's like going to court. You want all the hard evidence to prove that, you know what? Win this case, right? Terrible example as an analogy, but you get my point, right? You want to be responsible for your actions, and your actions are based on the activity in which you do. So accountability is about getting and implementing feedback. You must take time on a regular plan basis to meet with whoever is holding you accountable, to look at your numbers, and to refocus your efforts. Because guys, when it comes to stumbling and messing, oh no, that didn't sound right. If you're role playing, you can mess up on purpose. It's fun. It makes it exciting. And then when you got it down, ooh, that sounded great, right? Or if you hear someone, oh man, that sounded good. Let's use that. You guys can both use that. See what I'm saying? And have fun with it. And then utilize it and try it. Trial and error, practice with it, see if it works, okay? Now, choose an accountability partner. Now, speaking of accountability, you cannot do it alone. Oh my God, I cannot emphasize this one enough. You cannot do this business alone, do not try. Let me explain. Do you do escrow? Are you the lender? Are you the title rep? What are you? The realtor, right? Right. Realtors have so many things that they need to do, but they don't do all of it. Do not be in a position to do everything. You'll lose your mind. And what's important? Mindset. So first thing is accountability. Cannot do this alone. So for this reason, we partner up with another participant to help each other succeed. So one of the great benefits of having an accountability partner is that it increases your productivity keeps you on track and in check with your goals. You will provide accountability for your partner, and your partner will provide accountability for you. We suggest that you follow these guidelines that are also listed in your participating guide. So provide a safe place to share, follow through with action items, listen, and pay attention while others are sharing. Set a frequency of checking in with each other. Dig deep to find out why you do the things you do. Why are you like this? Respect each other in the process. Create a commitment and stick to it. Be open to receiving feedback. Give specific feedback and have each other's best interest in mind. So my Zoomies on chat, find a partner with each other. And it's not going to be for what we're going to do right now, for the longevity of Ignite. So for the next 10 sessions after today, who is going to be your accountability? Guys, pick a partner. Stick to them. Hold them accountable. Okay? Who wants to be your partner? I don't know. Find out. Figure it out. You guys got 1 minute. Find a partner. Go. Don't be shy.
Can it be the three of us?
You can, and yes, you can have more than one. Absolutely. So, you guys, raise your hand if you don't have a partner. Raise your hand if you do. You got one in the back. You got a partner? Okay, who wants to be your partner?
We're gonna move on.
You guys, okay, you're all set? So exchange phone numbers. Hold each, anyone open if you want. Okay, great. I love how people on Zoom, you guys. Yes, awesome. So find a partner because you want to hold them accountable. You want to be there. You want to role play, okay, throughout the sessions. This is your core group. These are your people. This is your, it's like a football team, right? This is your team. So exchange numbers with each other. Now you don't have to do that right this second. Now with Zoomies, I would because you guys are on Zoom. But remember your partners, get your information after class. Okay? Okay. Now, next. Okay. So, basically, all right, cool. We already did that. Nice. Okay. There we go. In the first session, we introduced success systems. We provided you with a successful system tracker and your participant guide as another method of accountability that we will be using during Ignite. Today, we're going to focus on the first 3 activities. We'll discuss the other activities in upcoming sessions of Ignite. Remember, completing these activities is important because they will help you build and nurture your relationships. Daily success systems. Look at this. How many conversations do we want to have per day? How many contacts added? How many handwritten notes? 10-5-1 social media engagement, enrichment. So we're going to focus on the first 3. How many conversations do you want to have today? Now, and how many contacts added? So if you feel you want to add 5 contacts to your database, how many people do you need to talk to in order for that to happen? That's called a conversion ratio. You guys know what conversion ratios are? Good. I saw some people shaking their head no. So for me, I'll give you an example. When it comes to cold calling, right? Post-COVID, my conversion ratio from call to answer 28%. So I know if I need to talk to 30 people, I need to go a little over 100 phone calls to talk to 30 people, right? That's a percentage. Then from how many answered to how many appointments set, then how many appointments set to how many appointments held, how many appointments held to how many contracts signed, how many contracts signed to how many listings or closings sold. That's a conversion. And it all starts with how many people did I converse with? Yes.
How many people do you have to talk to get an appointment for you, for the agents?
Oh, for me or for the agents?
No, for you, that's like,
Oh, for me?
you just talk to agents, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm
my
curious.
conversion ratio is about 25%. So at best, at very worst least, it's about 7 to 10%. Why? Because I have a passion for helping people. I know what the message I'm delivering because I can then converse it, and then I can translate that to convince people because somehow people think I'm, persuasive. Oh wow, okay, that sounds cool. Okay, I'll check it out. Because guess what? If you check it out, it doesn't hurt, right? If anything, one of the things that when I set appointments is I also ensure them. Even if you choose not to hire me, I'm going to give you something of value that's going to help you in your business.
So what's your conversion on appointments to sign agents.
Well, see, we at Keller Williams have to hold a standard of what we call 2-10-40, okay? So 40 appointments, 2 appointments a day, that's 10 appointments a week, right? And we want to hire about 10 people a month. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that means I need to have 10 closings per month, which means I need to have 10 appointments per, or 2 appointments per day in order to have 10. So 2 times what? So that's 40 appointments a month. So I have to have 40 appointments a month in order to get 10, so I have to have a 25% conversion ratio. Make sense?
So how many calls is that?
Oh, shit ton. Because to get 40 appointments, think about it, so if I have, but think about it, if I have 28 people answering. And I can score 7 appointments out of whatever 28, so someone have a calculator with 7 divided by 28. What is a calculator?
7 with that,
Yeah, 7 divided by 28.
$25%.
25%.
4.
Okay, so what's 40 and then you do 40 times 20, so that means I would have to probably call anywhere between 250 to 500 people.
A month.
That's, so, but that's the thing, it's the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Don't do that, okay. KW Cares, we all know about this, we can skip through this, but did they have this on the last slide? Last session, you guys remember? Okay, if not, KW Cares Together We Empower, so it's basically our Red Cross division, so very important. It helps people out, it's really cool. Okay, here we go. So, let's get to it. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it, right? The success system may seem like a tall mountain to climb, and it can be achieved by measuring and improving every single day. Top agents measure their important numbers so they can improve. Start measuring now and condition yourself to this habit. You'll be happy you did. If you guys want to know how to measure on a very timely basis, the best thing I recommend you do is read the One Thing book. I'm not even joking. If you haven't read the MREA, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, or any of the books, start with the One Thing. The white book that you see in the back that says 1, after you've read it, read the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. This sentence right here on the screen and what I just mentioned will make more sense to you once you have read the One Thing. It's all about measurable, right? Think about it. One of the examples that they use in the One Thing is the dominoes. How does a little teeny tiny domino push over a big gigantic one, right? Small steps at a time, right? And each step is bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Same concept. Okay. Okay, so 4, fix or repair. Oh no, wait, that's no, okay, wrong one. Okay, get it. So 4, the first activity on the daily success system tracker is to engage in 10 conversations with people that you know daily. You may wonder, what should I say? Well, that's where I provide you the script so you can identify the message in which you converse with. Okay. Recall that yesterday we introduced the Ford method, right? Ford method is an approachable way to start conversations with people. So family, occupation, recreation, and dreams, right? Besides the Ford method, can you also, you can always share gratitude and appreciation with people you know. They will appreciate you for it. Does that make sense? Okay. So, why do you suppose Ford works as a conversation method? It puts the focus on the other person, it shows you care about the other person, and it puts the other person at ease. And by doing it, who's controlling the conversation?
You.
Correct. So, what are questions you can ask a member of your sphere about their family, about their occupation, their recreation, their dreams? So think about it, right? Let's use this as an example. How are the kids? You know, how they doing? How's old Johnny? Right? Oh, how's work going? You still doing auditing for the IRS? Hey, how's school going? Yeah, you're gonna graduate soon, right? That's awesome, man. And you're majoring in, catching up, right? About their dreams. Hey, remember a long time ago, we were talking about, growing this business, whatever, we should discuss it. We should have some coffee. Let's discuss that, whatever. Right? You're using this as an example to make this the icebreaker, if you will, right? So Ford is not an interview, it's not an interrogation. It's meant to stimulate a conversation. That's it. It's two-way dialogue. right? No different than when I'm like me talking to you now. When you use forward, your role is to ask a question and then listen carefully without interruption. Then make comments and add your own thoughts. Ask more probing questions, because remember, guys, we have what? 2 of these and 1 of these. Remember, you guys ever thought that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And silence is golden, you know, that kind of thing. So asking more questions is especially important, and they must be appropriate questions. For example, when a person answers an occupational question, well, I got laid off, and I'm on unemployment. That sucks.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that, right? Man, it sucks to suck. No, you don't say those kinds of things, right? You wouldn't jump right into the recreation question. That would be insensitive and rude. Instead, you would ask appropriate questions like, how can I help? Or I can ask around and find out who's hiring if that works for you. I mean, I'd be happy to help. Now you're coming from caring candor. See what I'm saying? Likewise, if a response to an occupation question is I just started a new job, you wouldn't respond back with, so what do you like doing for fun on the weekend? I just started a new job. Cool. What are you doing this weekend? Like, thanks, man. No, oh, that's awesome. How's that working out? Like, how do you like it so far? See how it's different? I mean, this is common sense. I mean, the fact that it's in here, it's crazy. All right. So let's look at the example, right? Let's see here. You guys pretty much get that? Any questions? Okay, cool. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so the second activity on the daily success tracker is to add 10 contacts to your database. So let's see here, 10 contacts and say how many conversations. Okay, no, honestly, it doesn't matter how many conversations you have, get at least 10 contacts a day. All right. So can we all commit here to do 10 contacts in the database per day?
Yes.
Amen. Is that hard?
Yes.
But is that going to make you successful?
Yes.
Okay, good. So add. He likes you. All right, cool. All right, guys, give me some ahas from what we learned in this section.
I think my one aha is that it is a lot easier than we make it sound, and we get in our head too much about calling our sphere and you know how they're gonna react and that sort of thing. And like you're saying, it's why is that even before it even needs to be there? But it just as a guide, you know.
Hey, Jerry, how's that? So that's like, doing well? You good?
Yeah, that's
Cool.
good.
Awesome. How's work?
Good, it's busy.
Busy? You're busy?
We're busy.
That's awesome, man. I'm proud of you. Awesome. Hey, listen, I know we were talking about real estate. Cool if I keep in touch with you, can I add you to my database so I can kind of show you what's going on? All right, what's a good email address?
JeremyFairgraham.com.
All right, cool. So I'll email you some stuff, but you know what we should do? We'll catch up. You know, I love to take you out to lunch, man, and you know, how's the fun? Good. So what I did, and this is my way of doing things. Caring candor, business, caring candor, like a sandwich. Remember that?
Yeah.
So, yes.
Kind of have a question, like, so you're reaching out to so many people, and like, obviously, you're not gonna all tell them the same, but like, be like, hey, we should hang out, or like, take you off, or like, oh, that's a lot of conflict, you know, that's a lot of.
That's a lot of what?
Like, taking out somebody.
Okay, well, don't check them out.
Yeah, but like, you know, like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean, like. 'cause,
It depends on the relationship,
Yeah,
you know? It's like, hey, I bought last time, man, it's your turn.
that's,
I mean, I don't recommend unless you have that relationship with them, right? But you can, right? But I mean, sometimes I'll be like, you know what, no, I got this, and I really appreciate you. Sometimes I'll offer. No, listen, you're helping me out with my real estate needs, help me with the outbound. Okay, cool, no problem. Sometimes clients are gonna be like that, but any ahas from this? See, this, for those who go back to the recording, I'm clearly doing a great job because the room is stunned, they're silent. Give me one, anyone.
Listen. Listen to what they say in silence.
Listen,
Listen, silence is the heavy lifting.
that's cool. Thank you. Okay. Ahas to achievement. So we've come to the end of our lesson for, is this really it? Oh, damn. Okay, so we ended a little early, so here's what we're gonna do, okay? So basically, let's go back to this, because. All right, so practicing the format, so I wanna do this really quick. Because I didn't get a lot of ahas and I got 30 minutes left, so we're gonna
Hey,
utilize
Chris,
it.
question.
Yes.
How do we know who not to call because they're in the national registry?
Hey, I'm on the do not call list, please take me off your list. That's what they'll say to you. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll make sure you're off my list. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience to disturb you. Have a great day.
Okay.
Yep, they'll tell you, right? I'm on the do not call, don't call this number again, or, I'll report you. Okay, all right, sorry, my apologies.
Can I add something to that, that it's not on the policy that we had?
Yes.
Is, the law says that you get one mistake.
Oh.
So you can, that's like kind of feeding off of what Chris is saying, so you can call somebody on and do not follow this and just say, hey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. And guess what? That's humble.
Yeah.
Right? You don't say, well, you know what? Right? You don't do that.
No.
Because then you'll get in real deep.
Yeah. Every agent that I know that's gotten in trouble with the do not call list
Yep.
has been agents that had called somebody, they told them not to call them back, and they kept calling them anyway, and they got burned.
Don't do that. Yes, ma'am.
Leaving voicemails doesn't count though as a second call, does it? Could we?
No. So if you're calling for the first time and they don't tell you to go kick rocks and you leave them a voicemail, you can. No, you can leave them, but if they respond, hey, I want to not call, please delete my number or whatever. Just say, understood, respected, taking you off my list now, thank you, appreciate you, whatever. But also there's a thing like if you text or whatever, you have to have, unsubscribe thing, that gives. Because I mean, technically, it is a source of telemarketing in the sense of what we're doing, but.
I wouldn't cold text now.
Yeah.
The way things are right now, it's.
My way of
You're just like leaving a digital trail for them to like.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, so I don't really leave voicemails unless I already know and have permission to contact. I don't do text either, right? If they don't answer the phone, no problem. I don't leave a message. What I do is I find another time to call them. Now, if they do answer, say, hey, I saw you called earlier. I didn't answer. I'm picking up to let you know, do not call. Don't ever call this number again. Okay, hey, no problem. Make sure to delete this off my list. Appreciate you for telling me you have an awesome day. And I do apologize for, for making the call, whatever.
With that said, too, though, what we're talking about here in Ignite in this chapter is calling your sphere, so I would assume that everybody is not.
Yeah, I know your mom's gonna be like, delete my number. I just don't. Damn it, Charlie. So, all right, with that being said, family occupation, right? Talk about things that build relationships, It's like, hey, so, yeah, we're thinking about selling a house. Tell me more about that, how big's your family, if you don't mind me asking, right? Oh, no, me and my wife, we're going our separate ways, so we need to sell the house. Gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Anything I can do to help, whatever, just offers like, hey, my condolences, whatever, someone passed away. Or, I mean, there's gonna be things like, I called someone and believe it or not, they just left the doctor and they got the worst news possible about this. I'm like, but what did I do? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, if there's anything you need, please give us a call. We're here, like, we got you, and that's scary, but you can, sure you're gonna be fine. If there's anything, just give us a call. We're here for you and we'll send out prayers. Thank you. I will call if I'll just call me if you need me. That keep it at that, right? If it's someone who's interested, that's always it's 10 years of doing this, guys. I get an appointment now. It's as exciting as my first appointment. Each individual is different. 10 years, every single one of you that I've talked to individually, or even doing for instance, for what I do, you, right? You're all different. Every conversation is different, right? But I have fun doing that because I love what I do. And what do? I'm here to serve you guys. And the reason I like what I do
is because what you guys are doing is you're serving communities, you're helping change lives. What I do is if I go to work for you, then I'm indirectly helping the people you help. By helping you, does that make sense? So for me, this is why I love it, because I get to serve more communities in multiple counties across the state. Based on my leadership role, this is why I love being in the role and position that I'm in. I have a passion for this, I have a passion for helping you guys grow businesses that you can retire from, right? Finding that niche. Once you guys figure out what that niche is, then you can be in that same serving personality with your clients. I'm here to serve them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work for you. I can proudly say I work for you. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Can you say that to your clients?
Mhm.
Good. Very good. Okay. Now, with that being said, this is. Okay, so how has thinking changed? What ideas and mindsets were new? So let's start with that. Who's aha when it comes to how has your mindset changed after today? Just in general.
Something pretty specific, just popped in my mind, so it's not like a big aha, but
It's okay, it doesn't have to be big or small, it's just whatever's an aha.
script, instead of scripts, it's conversations, and it
Correct.
goes, because truly, you could tell if someone is calling you and they're just following a script, right? So
Yeah, and you
so
can
it's-
tell when people are excited and when they're passionate and when they really care versus they're just trying to do it to just.
Right.
You're right.
So instead of just, here's a script, just kind of have it as, like you said, to stimulate the conversation, so instead of a dead silence, or you just have that, background, that like a tool where you think, oh, this is something to say,
Absolutely.
and it just helps stimulate.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you guys feel? Thank you for that. That was awesome. What do you feel about differently about? Anything?
I think one of my ahas and then what I feel differently about, like, the calls to the sphere are really about like strengthening the relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was thinking of my sphere, like, there's a lot of people I haven't called that I should be calling regularly. And not only for business, but just for my life.
So I love that you said that, because when it comes down to command and using that system, you can have thousands of people in your phone book. Are you gonna get to all of them in 1 year? There's a way to do that. You can touch base with them through emails, texting, automated text, stuff like that. But always with their permission. See what I'm saying? And what I like about Command is the fact that it shows you the health of your database. The more information per client, and it'll tell you what the health score of each client is, the better. Do you know the kid's name, the cousin, the aunt, the dog, the fish, the turtles, things that are important to them? More notes, putting in notes, this is important to them, right? Most people say happy birthday because Facebook told them to. But imagine, you have notifications set to where you're like, hey, it's your birthday is next weekend, you're gonna do anything fun? You remember. And if you remember them, they'll remember that you remember them. And if they remember that you remember them, they'll remember you. And if they remember you, you're top of mind. Make sense? Yes.
I have a side question, on Command, when we enter in a sphere of influence address, it's puts up like a, market report, or does that automatically go out to them?
Unless you have it, go out to them.
So I was trying to see like
So-
where there was like okay,
So if they
send
have-
that out or not send it out.
Yeah, if they have interest in areas that they're looking at, you can build a market report for them. Specifically on the area, so they can live in like,
I don't think it's called market, it's called neighborhood report. Like,
yeah, the neighborhood, reports. So
so those
neighborhood,
don't automatically go out.
no, you can turn it on and off. So there's a way to do it. Good question. How will your behaviors be different going forward, and what actions will you take? So what are you gonna do differently today than you did prior to this class?
Making cold calls and sphere of influence sphere of influence calls more often daily.
Okay, and what's the difference between a cold call and a warm call?
Uh,
Is calling your mom a cold call?
no. Okay.
Right, is calling Alicia up front a cold call? Because you never met her.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. So lead generation, cold calling, warm calling, spear calling, right? They're all activities, right? Door knocking, networking events. Hell, do you guys have a favorite restaurant you go to that you may know the manager to? That's feedback. Is that more, is that a warm call even though they're not family?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know you, you're a regular. So if they do that, right? And they give you permission to add in your database, that's awesome. What are you gonna say to them? Cool, thanks for letting me add you in my database, right? No. Awesome. Now that I got you here, if you don't mind me asking. Do you know anyone currently that might be looking to buy, sell, or invest real estate? Because I'd love to, kind of get my name out there and help them out because, I'm looking to help at least 10 families this year. So maybe you can help me with that. That's cool. And whatever I can do to help your business grow too. I mean, I'd love to, send people your way or, whatever, right? The business relationships are always good too. I mean, doing raffles like, hey, if you're on social media, hey, I'm doing marketing here with ABC Fish Market, restaurant, seafood, whatever. You get my point, right?
Yeah.
And then, so come on down today, have yourself a great lunch and make sure to put your business card in here and then we'll do a raffle and then, we'll go ahead and have lunch on me for the drawing winner, and then that's basically people putting their business cards or name into a raffle and what are they doing? And giving you basically permission to put them in their database because, right? Because you want to notify them what the raffle. You can do stuff like, thinking outside of the box, really, right? And how you're going to be different to lead generate. You can go to networking events where you might be the only realtor there. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm the only realtor here. It's a big networking event. Oh my God, I want to get every single person's phone number here because it's fine. They want yours too, right? For whatever it is they're doing. Because even though you might not be their client, you might know someone that would be. And you're willing to help them out, right? Think about that. You'd be willing to help someone out, even if you're not a client, if they asked you to, right? Why wouldn't they return a favor? Right? Make sense?
Let's helping each other.
Exactly. Believe it or not, it's not as brutal as you guys think. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get the upset people who hang up on you or cuss you out.
There's not happy world.
Yeah, but think about it. It's no different than driving on the road. How many people really have road rage with you or cut you off and flip you off?
It happens, but it's
It happens.
not as much.
It just depends on how you engage with it. Are you gonna take it optimistically and say, no problem,
Slap
it's just,
it
they're
by.
having a bad day, no big
Yeah.
deal.
They're more stressed than I am.
Yeah, next call, next door. You know what I mean? Don't get discouraged because biggest aha, guys, today for me. Mindset. Mindset. So. Any questions? Comments? How's my zoomies? Good? All right. With that being said, 10 contacts per day added. Let that be your goal. So today's Tuesday, the next class is Thursday. So you want to have, and you started Ignite yesterday. So you want to have 30 contacts in your database by Thursday. And if you haven't gotten 10 yesterday, then yes, catching up to do. Yes.
So, we didn't talk about what 10.5.1 is and what's the enrichments.
Yes, we'll get to that in another section today. It's
Those
only,
aren't
yeah,
part of today's deal.
it's not, yeah. So, yeah, that's a great question. So for those of you on Zoom, we're focusing on the first three. How many conversation, contacts, and handwritten notes? Now, handwritten notes are important, but because this is my session, I can say, focus on the first two. Let's start there, okay? Focus on conversations and contacts. If your conversion ratio is 50%, to add 10 contacts, that's how many people you need to talk to? 20. You have to talk to 50 people a day just to get 10 contacts, do it. But guess what? The more people you talk to, the better, because you're getting whose name out there? That's right, yourself. So don't be afraid to talk to people. And warning, do not call. We know this. We talked about that. And guys, I want everyone to read this out loud in 3, 2, 1.
I engage every conversation in the spirit of contribution and people are happy to be in a relationship with me.
Darn right. Absolutely, and we proved it because you guys are happy to help other people's businesses grow. Why can't they help you grow yours? The answer is they want to, they will. Make it happen. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've got about 15 minutes, so you guys all have your partners. What I want you to do is, let's see here, prepare a conversation list. Okay, so this is for, okay. So here's what I want you guys to do. Do you guys have the Ignite scripts or any scripts? If you do not have scripts, what I want you to do is email me at Chris Baker, CHRISBAKER dot, not DOT, just dot, KW@gmail.com or chrisbaker@kw.com. It's all the same. Okay. So with that being said, let me exit out of this, so stop sharing. All right, so chat, let's see, yeah. Go ahead, please email me. Okay, we can all be, okay, perfect. I'm glad you guys are all getting together. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do for my Zoomies. So if you guys don't have scripts and want scripts, email me at chrisbaker.kw@gmail and say, hi, Chris. You're the best instructor for Ignite I've ever seen. Please, I'm just kidding, don't say that. No, so go ahead and email me your email request scripts, and I'll be happy to do that. So in the last 15 minutes, right? Let's see, ask about challenge. Okay, so what challenges are we having? So for the last 15 minutes, guys, what challenges are we having? And what opportunities do you guys are looking for improvement? Structure, what else?
Call reluctance.
Really? I like that. Okay.
What do you think?
Call reluctance. Okay, what else? Okay, so let's dive in. So tell me more about that.
I don't have like a schedule, like, I would like, get to the point where I know what I'm doing like every hour,
Okay, so his is structure in terms of time management. So you guys probably have time management issues. That's okay. So think about it this way. Are you guys a business in a sense? What do businesses have?
Schedule.
Hours of operations.
Yeah.
Right, I've seen some agents on Google say open 24 hours. Really? Oh, you're 2 AM. See if you're open.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You say you're open 24 hours, I would put that to the test. Seriously, right? Who has a doctor or an optometrist or a dentist that they go to? Are they open 24 hours? Are they independent? Do they have the right to be open from 8 to 5 or 9 to 5? Right. Do you respect their hours? Right? If something hurts at like 2 in the morning, you can't just be like, I'm gonna call my doctor right now. They need to fix this right. No, you have to wait. Are you okay with that standard? So why can't your clients be okay with the standard in which you set your hours of operation? And within the hours of operation, you want to create what's called IPAs, income producing activities. What is an income producing activity?
Lead generation.
Lead generation. Absolutely. What else? Going on appointments. What else? Closing the deal. Opening escrows. Right? So time management. Now, if you guys are doing like open houses. Oh, my open house is from 12 to 4. Okay, great. It's really from 11 to 5 or 11:30 to 4:30. Why? Because you need time to prep it, get it ready, then open it. Then when you close it down, unwind it, right? So if you're saying, well, I'm open from 9 to 5. Okay, cool. So is your optometrist who's open from 9 to 5 walking in at 9 AM or are they already there? Okay, so if you say your hours of operation are gonna be from 9 to 5, make sure you're there from 8 to 6. Does that make sense? And then do a color-coded calendar for what you're gonna do for lead generation, going on appointments, doing research on properties for your buyers. Make sense? Okay, now,
Call reluctance. Let's dive deep into that. Tell me what the issue is.
I don't know, I mean, it's just, I get here in the morning to make my calls and then I just don't.
Why?
Cause I just get, I think I get in my head too much, you know, I used to say it was fear, but I'm not so sure that it really is fear. I don't know.
Okay. So, no, listen. I've lead gen for 10 years. Doing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I have done that at some point in my career. Like, sometimes I still do, admittedly.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I just don't want to. We all just, hey. You think we're about to end, right?
I would,
The last 10 minutes, you're hilarious.
Chris, what was your best lead generation? What was your best lead? How did you,
Cold call.
what was it?
I'm a beast on the phones,
alright.
cause I have fun with it, you know? Cause I can do more, hit more people on the phone than I would going out. You know, and even when I sold real estate. No, but honestly, just to overcome that, you know how I overcome what you just stated?
You made it fun.
But how? I just did it. Because once I do it, here's the thing. You gain the momentum, and you're like, oh shit, I'm in. Woo, I'm ready, let's go, right? You know a good way to do that before you jump on a call? Role play. If you don't role play, you're kind of flying solo and you gotta find your own motivation. If you don't find your own motivation, you're not gonna do the work. Role playing is gonna be a key factor for you guys to get the momentum. You're like, oh, that was fun. Let me try that one now. Shoot, that was really good. Oh, no, that was terrible. That where you're gonna kick rocks. Okay, let's try another one, right? And you're doing that with your partners, right? So that's why you want to partner up in this, because you guys can do that together and fall on your face together. It's gonna be fun, right? Get money. It's okay. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing that Josh said, cause I feel like when I start lead generating, or, yeah, that's it, lead generating, like, it'll be a series of people who don't answer, it's like, I'm so pumped up, like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, and when they don't answer, they hang up, or, it's mostly don't answer, or it's the wrong number.
And it gets
The number-
it's discouraging.
Yes.
No, I know.
And it's like a whole page of that.
Because
I'm like,
that's the cool thing about lead generation, there's multiple ways to do it, and that's why I have music on in the background, you know, I'll be playing, and then obviously when it calls, someone answers, boom, it's off, right? But there's ways to get past it, is just keep doing it, and call it different hours, so I would have my calendar set up to where I'm doing like 9 in the morning to 12 noon, and then 1 to 5, or 1 to 4, you know, switch it up, right? And you know, you can recycle the leads so that you can hit the leads at least twice a week until they answer. Right? That's what I like 3 times, but stick with 2. So like you'll hit one set of leads. So for instance, so the people that you call on Monday from like 9 to 12, you want to hit them on like Wednesday from like 1 to 7. You know what I mean? And see if they answer that. So you want to try different hours to try and get them, because you don't want to just waste the lead just because you went there all day. Well, that's not a dead lead, you just recycle. Does that make sense?
Instead of saying, and like he says, I come into the office to
Yeah.
make calls, instead of making that your time every day.
Well, that's 50% of the thing, is you
Switch
came
it
in,
up.
you're 50% there. The next is role play and get ready to just start out. The best thing you can do is just do the work, just do it, just get it. I don't want to, man, I really,
Yeah.
it's like going to the gym, I do not want to go to the gym. Then you go to the gym, you're like, whoever went to the gym and says, sucks.
You feel
Like you might feel sore, but it's a good sore, right? Lead generation for me is like going to the gym, right? It's tough, it's painful, but the results, like, you can't complain. Like every single time I was like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed, because I go in the morning, I go like 5 a.m. Oh, I don't want to go to the gym, and then I come back, I'm like, wow, that was awesome. You know what I mean? So I went to the gym on was it Friday? And like I'm doing this new healthy style, like, you know, watching my carb, my intake, I'm doing intermittent fasting, I'm eating healthier. I went to the gym and not only did I beat my personal time, my personal records, but I was like, I still have shit energy, and I didn't have any energy drink. So I take water. I put little electrolytes in it, you know, with no calories and all that. But even then, I'm like, wow, I feel really good, you know? And when I got home from the gym, I was like, wow, an hour and a half ago, I was not willing to get out of bed. That was the best thing I could have done. And when you lead generate, think about, if you don't lead generate, how many opportunities other people are calling, because if you don't call them, guess what? Someone else will. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. It's like thinking about, well, if I didn't go to the gym today, I could have lost 10 pounds this week, or 2 pounds this week, or whatever, right? But you didn't because you got a little lazy. And you know what? Sometimes we get lazy. We do. We get in our own heads, right? But it's like, once you get up and you just do the work, the results, if you go to the gym, obviously it's gonna be your health, but the results of lead generation is what? The rewards of changing lives, helping people out. And when you do that, what happens? You get paid, right? So just do the work. It's like Nike, just do it, right? You won't regret it. But with that being said, you guys, thank you for attending this course today with me and having a pretty full class, and my people on Zoom, my Zoomies. I will see you guys on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, as I'm hosting. Yes,
How do we, if we're unable to attend, how do we get the?
Natalie.
Natalie, okay,
Stephanie, yeah.
okay.
But with that being said, you guys, 10 contacts today, 30 contacts in your contact book by Thursday, right? You will not regret it, and you won't regret talking to people, because guess what, guys? People want to help you grow your business. People like you. People want to work with you.
30 contacts by this Thursday?
Yeah, because you got to do 10 contacts for Monday, 10 contacts today, 10 contacts tomorrow. So you better have 30 to 40 contacts by Thursday. That's 50 contacts a week in your database. Can we do this?
Like baby bold.
It's Baby Bold, Bold Junior. Yes. Go out there, get 10 contacts, and start to realize that people like you and want to work with you. So go out there, be who you're supposed to be. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I appreciate you on Zoom. Appreciate you guys here. If you have any questions, my email's on there.